Hey guys, Matt the Cans Man Can coming to you today with a revisit on the Shure SRH 840s. These were kind of my first video and I don't think I did it justice. So, I'm back with it today and I'd like to give you a little bit better review on it. So, let's get this open. Nice Shure logo. Always like that logo. Never did like packaging. Alright, so in here, if I can get them out, headphones, nicely rolled up and do note, this is probably not how this originally came packed. We've got a 1/4 inch screw-on adapter. I love screw-on adapters, the little things in life, you know? Alright, we've got a pair of reserve ear pads, and a lot has been said about these 840 ear pads actually. A lot of modders use these pads. A lot of people that have the 440s recommend you upgrade to these for better bass, better stuff, blah blah blah, you get the point. Good pads, I like them. Nice little leather or leatherette, I'm not sure which, I can't tell the difference. Carrying bag, plenty big to put everything in there. And a wonderful coiled cable. I love coiled cables. It is massive, it is incredibly massive. It's so big you can't even believe it. It's so big that if you ever use it to its full length, you're probably going to rip out the jack and whatever it's plugged into. Anyway, so a standard 3.5mm termination here and a 2.5mm bayonet jack that plugs into headphones here. I'm not even going to demonstrate that because you get the point. Alright, so let's get all this junk out of the way and show you what you really want to see. Headphones. Alright, what am I going to do this? Alright, got that on the floor. Okay, so, hello buddy, you want to focus for me? Focus buddy. Come on. Alright, anyway, the 840s. Fantastic headphone. Alright, start with build quality. Built like a tank. I love these things. I would chuck these off a mountain and not worry about them breaking. Some people worried about these little cords here. Unless you yank on that with all your might, you're good. And a lot of times, the point of them actually being there is for this, so that when you pull that out, it does go with it. You see what I'm saying here? Anyway, built like a tank. It is heavy because it's built like a tank, and some people have found that to be a major issue with them. I haven't. It's really not been bad at all for me. Good build quality. The issue I do have with this is here, with adjusting it. It's not very, like, there's no solid clicks. It's kind of a very intermediate, maybe I'm clicking, maybe I'm not clicking kind of deal. So you kind of have to look at the numbers to make sure that both sides are adjusted to exactly the same length, because if you're OCD like I am, you want that. Anyway, build quality, good. I love this. This is one of my favorite parts. Big letters for stupid people like me who are blind. I know which side is which. Full 180-degree rotation here. These interestingly rotate outward to fit your head instead of like both ways. It just goes that way. So that's an interesting trait. I didn't notice it play into anything really other than the fact that it was there. Again, labeled. Thank you, Shure. Thank you for labeling everything. Okay, so you probably really don't care about that. Comfort-wise, it's good. I mean, some people have issues with the weight, but aside from the weight, headband is plenty good, plenty plush, plenty everything for what you're going to need it for. So don't worry about that unless you really are sensitive to the whole it's too heavy thing. I'm not. Sound-wise, what matters? Fantastic. For the 130, which is what I got them at, to $200 range, they can't be beat, in my opinion. It's a fairly neutral sound with just a touch of mid-emphasis, and if you know the Shure house sound, that's to be expected. It's their signature, and boy is it a great signature. That touch of just mid-range emphasis, vocals and guitar work just comes to life. Oh, bass, good, solid, good extension, enough punch, maybe not a ton, fairly neutral, I'd say. Mid-range again, oh, amazing. Treble, good, solid, very smooth. It does have a good bit of sparkle, and I really like that about this headphone, that not only does it have a fantastic mid-range, which is the highlight of it, but the bass and the treble really do keep pace with that. Now, as for soundstaged imaging, for a closed-back headphone, it's really some of the best I've encountered thus far. Is it going to beat something like the HD 600 or an open back in general? Probably not, and it is going to lack some air in that respect. However, as for imaging and general soundstage for a closed headphone, really, it's something quite amazing. I've always really respected it for its ability to image, and some have had issues with that, and I just think it's something you have to get used to, imaging with a closed headphone, because it's not quite as realistic, though it is still very, very good. overall, in terms of build quality, sound quality, and the general idea of it, just the weight, the build, the sound, the price, everything. I love this headphone. It's one of my favorite recommendations. I recommend it over and over and over and over again. I cannot recommend it enough. The only reason I would tell you not to buy this is if you're sensitive to comfort, as for weight, as for size, that sort of thing. Maybe not for you, okay? But for sound quality, for this price, you're not going to beat it. Highly recommend it. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching my little revisit here. Stay tuned. I think I have 1 or 2 more reviews coming up for you in this series. I hope you're enjoying this. Stay tuned. I might have another giveaway coming up here. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.